All right, but let's talk about the second new product that's live on our website because it is it is a Pelikan, and one of the first special edition founder pens from Pelikan in modern time. It was actually the M800 Transparent Green Collector's Edition of 1992. The year after, Pelikan launched their first ever limited edition, the M800 Blue Ocean. And after that, we have found many releases, special and limited editions of Pelikan year after year. Fast forwarding a little bit to the present days, we are proud to announce the latest special edition of Pelikan, the M800 Special Edition Green Demonstrator. And this model is expected to actually be in our store late April, so in about a month. This green special edition resembles a lot of the 1992 edition, but there are some differences. First difference is the price, of course. 30 years apart, there's a little price difference, but also the main difference is the cap ring, which is a redesign of Pelikan's iconic trim. The rings that have adorned the cap and the piston knob of the Souveran pens have for decades been two separate rings. And the concept of this remains the same, but the difference is that the rings are now being made from a single thick ring, styled to resemble the two rings design that we are familiar with. And the two polished bands are still there, but there is a matte finish band in between them. And the color green is, of course, always a good choice because, yeah, Appelboom green, it's always great to have a little green pen. And demonstrator pens are always cool. So, Annabelle, I hope that you have seen this pen. What do you
I
think
think you
of this
showed it to
pen?
me in
Of course.
person. Oh, you showed me a picture last week, right? So
Yes.
I'm prepared. Yeah, it's neat. It's a neat green. I'm so bad at selling things. It's a neat pen. It's a demonstrator. It's green. It's good.
Wow, you're
I like
amazing.
it. I know, right?
What do you think, Brad?
I'll help you sell it. I actually have a two-part. I'll have my own response, and then I actually have a question for you if you'll allow it.
Of course.
I think it's a top tier Pelican release. I think it's
Mm-hmm.
like at the very top for what they tried to do to mix in the history of the
Mm-hmm.
brand, the style of the pen, and then kind of modernize it. The second question, which I think I don't know, you may or may not want to answer, but it also at the same time might help you sell more pens. I'm wondering from a retail perspective, are you going to be able to receive your full order? Because I think this is going to be a really hot pen. And will you get everything that you have requested for this pen?
Well, luckily, our relationship with Pelican is outstanding,
Hmm.
and therefore they already allocated to us the pens that we will get. And the
Good.
past learned that we always get the pens that we are allocated to. So that's a good thing. And eventually, when we sold out all the pens that we would get, we
Mhm.
just put the product offline because it wouldn't make any sense to
Yep.
keep selling things that we will not get. For example, the Tortoiseshell Black M605,
Right.
we sold out pretty fast, but after a while, I got a message from Pelican that, hey, we found a batch of pens. Are you interested in it? And I said, of course, why not? So we will get some more of them in July. And we have the product now live again. So if
Yeah.
people want to have it, they can order it. And once those pens are sold out, we put the product offline again. So yeah, we don't have any
Yeah.
issue with that.
It's
I don't. Yeah.
good. That's a great pen, and I think it's going to do extremely well. I see. Pelican fans will just be fawning over this pen for
Hmm.
sure. Right? It's perfect for me, and I say this is not a huge Pelican fan. Like I don't use Pelicans; they don't work for me from the nib
Hmm.
style. But what I appreciate about Pelican is like how like exceptional the quality is and how great their design team is. They
Hmm.
knock everything out the park. I have a huge
You don't.
respect for Pelican, despite not really using them.
What do you think of
Is
the
that for
of
all
the color being a
pelicans?
re-release of a 1992 edition?
I think it was time. I mean, they made the
Yeah.
smaller one, right? Not long ago.
Hmm.
Then they make a 200 or a 400 not
Yeah, it
that
was a
long ago,
200, I
like
think,
in
something
the
like that. Yeah.
90s or 2000s or something. Yeah.
Hmm.
That's long enough. Like if they did it
Is
every five,
92? Is 92 considered vintage?
Probably not for Pelikan, right?
I don't know.
Nah.
Nah, not for Pelikan. But like, no, I mean, if they did that every 5 years or maybe even 10 years, you know, like people would start like bucking and like going, yeah, what are you?
Mhm.
You're just trying to milk me, Pelikan, for all the things. You can't change a gold trim green demonstrator that much from year to year unless you made it in every size. But then you'll just have a little bit of burnout. So Pelikan does a good job with that. Like the stress bond releases were reasonably close, but had different sizes in them. And you know, I think they did so well. But yeah, I have no problem with that re-release. Like, it's when you say Pelikan, if I went to someone who's a huge Pelikan fan, that's going to be one of the first pins that they pull out of their collection to show me. So why not re-release it?
Yeah, no, I also think that it did a great job on this re-release. So I'm really happy with it, actually.